Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Agrada Dahal, and I'm an 8th grader at Mills Park Middle School, where I serve as Student Council President. I'm also involved in our theater program, which has been one of the most meaningful parts of my school experience. I still remember being a nervous 6th grader standing in our pre-show energy circle, looking to older students for confidence and reassurance. Now, as an 8th grader, I get to lead that same tradition and support younger students the way others once supported me. That experience has helped me grow in confidence and leadership, and it's something I'll always carry with me. Mills Park Middle School is also special because of our diversity. We have students from many different backgrounds, and every perspective is valued and respected. That sense of community is what makes our school and our entire school district such a great place to learn and grow. I'd like to thank the staff and students at Southeast Raleigh Magnet High School for hosting us today. And thank you to the students from Millbrook Magnet High School for providing the music and presenting the colors. The Millbrook Jazz Band recently received high ratings from judges at Elon University Jazz Festival, and 4 members qualified for the All-State Ensemble. The color guard you see today proudly represents the JROTC Wildcat Battalion at Millbrook. These cadets are part of a program recently recognized as an honor unit with distinction. They will be competing nationally at the Raider Challenge in Fort Knox, Kentucky this April.
Carry, post, right, face, forward, march.
At this time, please rise if you are able and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Order! Up! Right, left, forward, march!
It is now my honor to introduce the Chair of the Wake County Board of Education, Mr. Tyler Swanson. Mr. Swanson has served on the board since 2022 and was elected chair this past December, becoming the youngest board chair in Wake County history. He is a graduate of North Carolina A&T State University and previously served as a special education teacher at Enloe Magnet High School, giving him first-hand experience with the work happening in our classrooms every day. Please join me in welcoming our board chair, Mr. Tyler Swanson.
And let's give our students another round of applause. Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for being here. It is my pleasure and to bring you all greetings. We are so grateful that each and every one of you all took time out of your busy schedule to join us here today. Your presence reflects the strong partnership that exists between our schools and the broader Wake County community. And I'd like to take a moment to recognize just a few of our special guests. All of you all are special guests, but I want to take a moment to acknowledge a couple who have joined us here this afternoon. My fellow colleagues on the board, we have Vice Chair Sam Hershey, Dr. Jennifer Jobe, Lynn Edmonds, Christina Gordon, and Mr. Haggerty, who is on his way. We'll acknowledge him as well. I also want, and Ms. Toshiba Rice. I am so sorry, Ms. Rice. I was saving the best for last. And we also want to thank some of our representatives that are here today. Representative Aaron Perret, Representative Monica Johnson-Hostler, State Board of Education member, Mr. Jason Johnson. The Chair of the Wake County Board of Commissioners, Mr. Don Mile. Commissioner Tara Waters. Wake County Sheriff, Sheriff Rowe. Our Mayor of Raleigh, Janet Cowell. And so, thank you all for being here. And now it's my honor to introduce today's speaker, Superintendent Robert P. Taylor. Since being named the superintendent in 2023, Dr. Taylor has been a visible and deeply engaged leader across our district and throughout our community. In this school year alone, he has made more than 115 visits to schools and to community organizations. That clearly demonstrates his commitment to spending time with students, educators, families, civic leaders to better understand their experience and support their work. Dr. Taylor has spent his entire professional career in education, and his passion for this work shines throughout everything that he does. It is apparent to anyone who has met him or heard him speak that he cares deeply about our students and the staff members who serve every day in our schools. Even as we navigate complex challenges of today, he has kept our focus where it belongs, on teaching and learning and preparing students for the future. He has become a trusted voice and a strong champion for public education, not just here in Wake County, but in our state and this nation. This school district and this county, we are truly grateful to have Dr. Taylor as our leader in this moment. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Robert P. Taylor.
Good evening, and thank you for being here. I have to make sure that my microphone is working correctly, and thank you, Chair Swanson, for that great introduction. My name is Dr. Robert P. Taylor, and I'm proud to serve Superintendent of Wake County Public School System. I'm pleased to welcome you all to my second State of the Schools address. It brings me joy to look around this room and see so many of our hardworking employees, allies from the community, as well as our incredible students and families. Tonight is an opportunity to take stock. We'll celebrate the progress our schools are making for students, and we'll talk honestly about the challenges ahead. But before we begin, it's worth stepping back for a moment to remember why public education matters so much. Public schools are one of the few institutions that touch nearly everyone in the community. Last month, I visited a computer science class at Apex High School and spent a few minutes talking with a group of students who were learning Python. They were working through a coding test, but here's the interesting part. They weren't just typing lines of code. They were testing ideas, troubleshooting errors, and helping each other figure out why something wasn't working the way that they expected. This was about more than just Python, however. The students were learning how to break down a problem, try different approaches, and explain their reasoning to one another. In a world where AI and advanced technology are rapidly changing the workplace, those kinds of skills matter now more than ever. Students won't just need to know how to use technology, they'll need to know how to question it, understand it, and apply it. That moment captured something important about our schools. Behind every statistic we talk about tonight, every test score, every graduation rate, every program, there are students like those at Apex High School. These students and thousands like them are learning the skills they will need to succeed in a world increasingly shaped by technology and artificial intelligence. And those students are not just preparing for their own futures, they are preparing to contribute to the future of this community as engineers, healthcare workers, plumbers, entrepreneurs, and yes, teachers. Somebody quiet that, please now. That is why the strength of our school system matters so much. When we prepare students for the world ahead, we are making Wake County a stronger community. So, how does that happen? Many of you know because you lead that work. The reason those opportunities exist is because this community has made a long-standing investment in public education, because our students need more than strong instruction to succeed. Our community has invested in the people who support them every single day. We have added counselors, behavioral health specialists, and instructional leaders who help students succeed every single day. Those decisions help build one of the strongest public school systems in the state of North Carolina. Let me put that another way. You help build one of the strongest public school systems in North Carolina. Now, here's the reality we must face together tonight. Every year, it costs more simply to maintain the level of service we already provide to students. Rising costs are putting real pressure on the investments this community has made, which means the choices ahead of us will not always be easy. And this is where, as a collective community, we have to come together and think about how we will sustain a public school system. Tonight, I want to show you two things. First, the progress our schools are making for our students. And second, why protecting the progress will require increased partnership across this entire community. Let's start with our core business, teaching and learning. Back in September, we got encouraging news when the state released its annual performance data for the 24-25 school year. We learned that our overall academic proficiency increased for the third consecutive year. Math performance particularly stood out. Elementary and middle school math proficiency rose by 1.2 percentage points. Grade 3 math rose nearly 2 points. And high school math 3 increased by more than 7 points, the largest gain across all tested subjects. We also saw gains in reading, with grade 4 scores leading the way by rising 2.9 points. As we continue to make strides toward meeting our equity goals, it was particularly gratifying to see gains across most student subgroups, including Hispanic students and English learners. More than half of our schools earned an A or a B performance grade. The number of schools receiving an F dropped to just 2, the lowest that we've had since the pandemic. That progress doesn't happen by accident. It happens because schools have the support they need to improve. We are working closely with principals to analyze data, set priorities, and focus their efforts where they will have the greatest impact for our students. The goal is not just short-term fixes. The goal is strong leadership and instructional focus over time. The Restart model continues to be a part of that work. 40 schools are operating as Restart schools, which gives them added flexibility in areas like staffing and scheduling so they can better meet the needs of the students in their buildings. We're seeing encouraging results, people. 9 Restart schools exited low-performing status last year. 2 moved out of reoccurring low-performing status. And nearly all of the schools that were up for review met academic gains required to continue in the model. Where schools are still struggling now, we're not stepping back. I want to reaffirm that. We're leaning in, adjusting plans, and working directly with school leaders to strengthen instruction and support. This work takes urgency. It also demands focus and consistency, and that's what we're committed to providing. Our graduation rate remains among the highest in North Carolina. The 4-year graduation rate for the class of 2025 is 90.6%, representing some 12,600 graduates before the pandemic. Even more encouraging, the 5-year graduation rate increased to 93.1%, the highest in the district history, 93.1%. That tells us more students are earning their diplomas, diplomas, even if they need additional time to be able to graduate. And so I think that deserves a round of applause for those students. Now, of course, none of the progress we're talking about tonight happens without high-quality teachers leading our classrooms. One perennial indicator of the strength of our workforce is the number of teachers who attain or renew National Board certification, widely recognized as the gold standard in the profession. And I'm happy to share that Christina Gordon, one of our board members, also has her National Board certification. In December, 162 Wake County educators were newly certified, and another 356 successively renewed their certification. All told, that's more than 3,250 teachers who have earned National Board certification while working in Wake County, placing our district among the highest in the nation, leading in this distinction. These educators demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to reflection, continuous improvement, and instructional excellence. Now, I'd like to recognize one educator who represents both dedication of our teachers and the bright future of this profession. Ms. Molly Todd, will you please stand? I hope Molly is here tonight. Where is Molly? Where's Molly? Is she here? Molly. Remain standing, Molly. Remain standing. Molly Todd is a special education teacher at Panther Creek High School who was recently named the 2026 North Carolina Beginning Teacher of the Year. She works with students who face some of the most significant challenges in our schools, and she does it with the belief that every student deserves access, inclusion, and the opportunity to succeed alongside their peers. Her colleagues describe her as a trailblazer in special education and a passionate advocate for her students. In her classrooms, students are encouraged, supported, and challenged to discover they are capable of more than they ever imagined. Ms. Todd, thank you for the work you do for your students and for representing the next generation of outstanding educators in Wake County. Career and technical education is one of the clearest examples of how public schools directly strengthen our local economy. I'm thrilled to report that participation in CTE programs is up in Wake County. More than 38,000 high school students and 26,000 middle school students are enrolled in CTE courses across Wake County today. Last year, our students earned more than 33,000 industry-recognized credentials that have real value in the workplace. About 70% of CTE concentrators graduate with both a diploma and a credential aligned to their chosen college or career pathway. Now get this, their graduation rate is approximately 99%, and more than 99, and more than 99% report positive placement within 6 months, whether it's employment, higher education, military service, or additional training. Our pathways span more than 50 career areas, and students are participating in dual enrollment, apprenticeships, and credentialing programs in partnership with Wake Tech and local employers. We're also expanding these opportunities through new partnerships and grants that connect classroom learning directly to workforce needs. Recently, our school district and Wake Tech received 2 new grants designed to strengthen pathways in skilled trades. One of those grants, supported by Siemens, will create a summer cohort where students learn electrical trades, earn Wake Tech course credit, and receive a stipend while gaining hands-on experience with local employers. Now, details are still being finalized about the second grant, but it will build on that model by helping students access training and credentials in high-demand trades. Strong public schools don't just produce graduates, they produce skilled workers, informed citizens, and young adults who are ready to contribute to the communities they call home. I'm sorry, can't you tell I'm excited about this? I hope that's contagious, though, because we need your support to keep this momentum going. We have wonderful relationships with so many business and civic organizations, many of which are represented here tonight. Those who have partnered with us recognize that they're not only investing in public education, they're also investing in the future health of their workforce. This afternoon, I want to recognize what these partnerships look like in real life. Now, we have with us Connor Piotrowski, a senior at Roseville High School, and Angel Trausabares from LL Van Electric. Will you gentlemen please stand? Connor is part of our career and technical education program and will graduate this June with a pre-apprenticeship already in place. Throughout high school, he has taken courses in construction, electrical trades, carpentry, HVAC, and he is now gaining hands-on experience while earning academic credit through his work with LL Van. Connor, we want to see you in our maintenance department, okay? Don't you go anywhere. And Angel has been a key partner in making opportunities like this possible, helping design programs, providing materials, and opening doors for students like Connor to step directly into the workforce. Together, they represent exactly what strong partnerships can do, connecting students to real-world opportunities and helping meet the needs of our local economy. How about giving both of them a nice round of applause? So here's my ask to anyone and all business leaders in Wake County. If you can offer internships, apprenticeships, and mentorships or hands-on training opportunities, we want you as a partner. When students see a direct connection between what they learned in school and real-world job opportunities, everyone benefits, students, employers, and Wake County as a whole. Join us as we expand these opportunities and build a workforce that is ready to lead, serve, and innovate right here at home. While career and technical education is one powerful example of innovation, it's not the only place where great things are taking place in Wake County and where schools are earning recognition. Across this district, our excellence is being noticed on a national stage. Our magnet schools continue to earn national recognition for both innovation and results. In January, 54 Wake County magnet schools received National Merit Awards from Magnet Schools of America. Of the 24 schools nationwide named top schools of excellence, and that is the highest honor, 5 are right here in Wake County. That's it. And last spring, Millbrook Magnet Elementary School and Lincoln Heights Magnet Elementary were recognized among the top magnet elementary schools in the entire country. Both schools offer the Environmental Connections Magnet theme, which uses the natural world to make learning come to life for students. But it's certainly not just for our magnet schools that stand out. They are not the only one. Apex Friendship Middle School and Mills Park were named North Carolina Blue Ribbon Schools, 2 of only 4 schools in the entire state to receive that honor. The Blue Ribbon is a designation not about a single strong year. It reflects sustained academic performance, effective leadership, and a school culture where students are challenged and supported at the same time. In a district serving 160,000 students, to have schools recognized at such high levels is a direct result of important work happening in our classrooms every single day. Now, students today are growing up in a very different world than the one many of us experience. Talking about you old folk. Along with social media and constant connectivity, many young people are still navigating the after effects of the pandemic, increased academic pressure, and family stress that doesn't always stay outside the schoolhouse door. When students carry those burdens, learning becomes harder. That's why students' well-being remains central to our work. And Ms. Rice, I know you like that, student well-being. Our mental health program has expanded rapidly. Now, I want you to hear this. This program connects students and their families with trusted service providers who offer both in-person and virtual therapy. We ended last year with 124 participating schools. We are currently at 150, and with the ultimate goal of having this program available in all of our schools. Referrals have more than doubled compared to last year, with more than 1,200 referrals so far and approximately 530 students currently receiving services. Access to timely support strengthens students' well-being and their ability to learn. And because the need for these services continue to grow, we are preparing to enhance the program even further. Now, in the coming weeks, the district will issue a request for proposals to partner with additional local mental health providers who can deliver services directly to our students. Now, we anticipate at least 5 new community agencies expanding access to services such as individual, group, and family therapy, clinical assessment, and teletherapy options. This will help us reach more students and move closer to our goal of making school-based mental health services available in every Wake County school. It is also worth celebrating the fact that we continue to receive state recognition for outstanding service to military-connected students and their families. Now, many of you won't know, but has well over 5,000 military-connected students, the third most in the state. Last school year, 21 of our schools earned the Purple Star Award. This award is given annually by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction to schools that go the extra mile to meet the unique needs of military families and their children. That was the most Purple Star Awards our district has ever received, and we expect to have even more winners this current school year. As many of you know, my wife and my daughter are both Army veterans, so I know firsthand the challenges that military families face when they have soldiers that are serving our military, and so we want to always thank them for their service to our country. Give that a round of applause. So let me take a moment now to talk about safety, because this topic is often at the top of the mind of parents, staff, and community members every single day. And I had the media ask me several questions about that today. Nothing matters more than making sure students and employees are safe in our schools. This is a heavy responsibility that we take very seriously. That's why we continue to review our procedures, strengthen our protocols, and invest in better tools. Following our security audit, we implemented a clear bag policy at large events to reduce risk and improve screening. We've launched a new visitor management system to better monitor who enters our buildings during the school day. Students and staff at middle and high schools have now been trained to use the Say Something anonymous reporting system. This system provides a confidential method to quickly notify school leaders and when needed, law enforcement about potential threats inside of the school building. And next school year, we will implement the standard response protocol district-wide, ensuring that every school follows the same clear, research-based response procedures during an emergency. All of that speaks to the fact that safety is not a one-time initiative. It is an ongoing commitment to vigilance, communication, and continuous improvement. Now, I want to recognize someone who represents the human side of that work. Officer Marcus Kirk is a school resource officer with the Raleigh Police Department assigned to Millbrook Magnet High School. Thank you, Officer Kirk. Now, earlier this spring at Millbrook, a student used the Say Something anonymous reporting system to report that another student may have a firearm on campus. Because of this action, school leaders and law enforcement were able to respond quickly and keep everyone safe. Officer Kirk played a critical role in that response. He acted both decisively and with compassion because he cares, because he is a true professional, and because he takes time to build relationships with the students at Millbrook High School. Officer Kirk is known for being present in the cafeteria during lunch, at the evening games, and at school events, building trust with students and staff every day. And I can tell you, those relationships matter. They encourage students to speak up when something doesn't feel right, and they help prevent situations from becoming even worse. Officer Kirk, on behalf of the Wake County Public School System and our parents, thank you for your service, your care, and your commitment to keeping our students and our schools safe. Thank you, sir. While the work of keeping students safe happens every day in our schools, there are also broader challenges we must face and continue addressing across our entire district. One of the most pressing challenges facing our district right now involves school facilities. Many of our schools are buildings that are aging. Some require major renovations while others need infrastructure upgrades. Additionally, we still need to build new schools to keep up with population growth in certain parts of the county. Our long-term capital plan outlines a number of priorities over the next several years, including new elementary schools in growing areas and significant renovations at several existing campuses across our entire district. County leaders are currently reviewing these needs, and a school construction bond referendum may be considered later this year as one potential tool to help address those needs. This work aligns directly with our strategic plan commitment to ensure that all students and staff have continuous and equitable access to high-quality learning environments. As a public entity, we of course rely on public dollars to accomplish our mission. I can assure you of this: nothing is more important to me than demonstrating good stewardship of every penny we receive from taxpayers. Thankfully, our school district has an impeccable track record of doing just that. Our annual comprehensive financial report presented last month once again received a clean audit. That's a testament to our experienced, detail-oriented finance team and to our overall commitment to maintaining public trust. We also worked hard last year to identify cost savings among significant financial uncertainty. We made $17 million in strategic budget reductions that cut costs with a minimal impact on classrooms. And we remain committed to disciplined, transparent stewardship of public dollars. But the financial environment ahead of us, it still remains uncertain. And those are the things that we have to consider as citizens of the state of North Carolina and citizens in Wake County. How do we navigate those kind of issues? Federal funding levels are projected to adjust. The state budget has not yet been finalized. In costs in areas such as transportation and utilities, those are going to continue to rise. Wake County has built something extraordinary in public education, people, but excellence doesn't maintain itself. It must be sustained year after year. Over the past several decades, this community has made significant investments in our schools. You see those investments everywhere, in our class sizes, in the breadth of courses available to students, in our magnet programs and school choice opportunities, in the strength of our teaching workforce, and in many other professionals who support students every single day: counselors, behavioral health specialists, instructional leaders, and others. Those investments, they don't just happen by accident, people. They happen because this community firmly believes that strong public schools matter. And they also happen because we have leaders at every level of government who understand the importance of public education. Now, I want to take a moment to recognize two members of the North Carolina General Assembly who are here with us this afternoon. Representative Aaron Perret and Representative Monica Johnson-Hostler. Will you two please stand? I know you're in the room. Both of these state leaders are also parents who chose the Wake County public school system for their own children. I want to say that again. You're talking about leaders that chose Wake County public school for their own children. So they understand firsthand the role public schools play in strengthening our communities. Now, Representative Perret has sponsored legislation aimed at raising teacher pay and has been an active voice in conversations about how we can better support education across our entire state. And Representative Johnson-Hostler has been a long champion for students and schools, first as a member and chair of the Wake County Board of Education, and now in the General Assembly, where she has consistently supported policies that strengthen public education. We appreciate both of you for your continued engagement and your commitment to the students and educators of Wake County. The work ahead will require thoughtful partnership, and we're grateful for leaders like you who are willing to stay engaged in the effort. So thank you guys so much, and let's give them a round of applause. So moving forward, here's the challenge that we must face together. Every year it costs more to maintain the level of service our students receive. Rising costs slowly eat away at those investments that we've made as a community. The plain truth is these costs are growing faster than the funding available to support them, which means our community will face difficult choices in the years ahead. Which programs can we sustain? Which services can we continue to provide? And what will those decisions mean for students? This year's proposed budgets reflect that reality. It includes reductions in the areas none of us want to reduce. Those are indeed difficult choices to make, and the decisions ahead may become even harder. I know many of our families and employees are concerned right now as I speak. I want you to know that I share those concerns and that I will do everything in my power to minimize the impact of these financial challenges on our students and on our staff. But I also want you to know something else. I believe in this community because here's what I see. I see parents and families who support their children and lift up our teachers and our staff members. I see teachers, principals, and staff who do the hard work every day of helping students grow and helping students to be successful. I see businesses and community members turning out to support us at an unprecedented rate. And I see elected leaders who care deeply about the education of our students and the preservation of our legacy. So, in closing, I want to take some time to thank those that are here with us today and let you see who they are. Will members of our Board of Education please stand? And remain standing, remain standing. Will County Board of Commissioners please stand? What up, Mr. Brown? Members of our General Assembly, please stand. And just so I cover it, all of the government, business, and community leaders, please stand. Now, will family members of Wake County Public School students or staff members please stand? There should be a lot more people. And the Wake County Public Schools employees, if you haven't already stood, please stand. All Wake County Public Schools students, please stand. So look around. What do you see? I'll tell you what I see. A group of dedicated individuals who understand something fundamental. Strong schools build strong communities. Let me say that again. Strong schools build strong communities. For the last 50 years, this school district and this county have grown together in size and success. If we are to sustain that upward trend over the next 50 years and beyond, we must keep this sense of unity, this sense that we're all in this together, because we are. So take one more look around at your friends and your family, your colleagues and your neighbors. Here we stand, united in the belief that we must do all of our parts for the children of the future of Wake County. If we continue to work together in that belief, I know the best days for the Wake County Public School System, they are ahead of us. And if you're with me, how about letting me hear it and letting me hear your round of applause? And so that is music to my ears. Thank you for all that you do for our students in our community, and thank you for joining us here tonight. Have a great evening, and I thank you for being here.